The Airgun Advisor is brought to you in part by Airguns of Arizona, High Pressure Pneumatics, Hatsan USA, Rapid Airworks, and Athlon Optics. You'll find links to these and more in the comments down below. Welcome back to the Airgun Advisor, guys. We are in Central Michigan. Is that right? Central Michigan. All right, make sure I say that right. Out here at High Pressure Pneumatics, and this is Tom, the owner. I've seen a lot of questions about what kind of shop this is when I'm looking online, and so I wanted to bring you up here. Not only is Tom sponsor the channel, but he's got a killer shop up here, so if you're ever in the area, come check it out. But Tom, tell us a little bit about your background, where you came from, and how you got into air guns.
I was a buyer for a large family sporting goods store here, Jay's Sporting Goods. We had 2 locations, 70,000 square feet plus each one. I was a buyer for them for 28 and a half years by the time I left, but I bought their air guns, amongst other things. Once I could wrap my head around PCPs, I'm like, we need to get involved in this. So I got them involved in PCPs. They didn't want to do a compressor thing because we had done the paintball thing and that crashed as fast as it rose.
Right.
So with their permission, we started out as a fill station. We sold compressors, tanks, fittings. I set them up with a couple cascade systems so they could at least top off guns. One thing led to another. I ended up getting their permission to sell the higher end guns. So I wouldn't drop down, so it wouldn't be a conflict of interest. With the advent of then our lockdowns with COVID, business here started growing like crazy as it did there, and it was just drawing me too much. I wasn't giving them my best, and they deserved my best.
Yeah.
So of a year of turmoil, we decided to break out on my own, do my own thing, and here we are today. So that's kind of in a nutshell.
Well, I'm glad you did, because I'm telling you what, you are making a big statement up in here in Michigan. You were just sharing a story, actually, about a club just, what, 50 minutes away from here?
Yeah,
where they were shooting a lot of 22 rim fires, and you brought some air guns out there. Tell us about that just a little bit and what that experience was like once you introduced people to the air guns.
Well, one of my local customers, Joe, who's been supporting us since we first started, bought his first Impact here. He actually asked if he could shoot alongside those guys. And they kind of chuckled, yeah, go ahead, blah, blah.
And that's the reaction we always get when you talk to firearms guys, right? You know, they're like, air guns, right, whatever, okay.
So he pulls it out and he starts shooting. By the time the match is done, half of them are done. So what is this? And they're checking it out and asking him questions. Then pretty soon, the guy that runs the match, Rich, who now works for me, one of my techs, he got in air guns. And now, as of today, it's probably 80% air guns on that line now.
So one of the guys that runs the match actually jumped from rimfire to... Okay.
He'll still shoot rimfire from time to time, but air guns is his...
It has its place,
passion.
Right? Everything has its place, its time. One of the really cool things that I like about this shop, and if you guys make it up here, I would consider this to be a little bit more rural of an area.
Yes.
Would you?
Yeah.
And, you know, a mom and pop shop like this that's well stocked does a lot for the community as far as bringing income in and supporting a local community like that. And that's why I love supporting businesses like this, because of all that you guys do. And I look back here and you have, I mean, you have air guns that I haven't ever seen in person before, honestly. So what brands do you carry here at High Pressure Pneumatics?
I try to keep a real good mix. I try to do the Daystate, Brocock, FX, Umarex, Air Force, Raw, a little bit of Hatsan, Avengers, Avengexes, now in the Reximex a little bit. Always trying to look how I can keep it mixed and kind of, I try to watch the trends, but lately, as busy as it's been hard for me to kind of keep up.
Right.
But doing the best I can there, and I'm very customer oriented. So if I start getting requests for things, I'll do special orders. If it's a really good customer I know, I don't take a down payment. If it's someone off the street, I take a down payment so I don't get stuck with something.
Absolutely.
But we do try to do work. Some customers ask us for layaways. It's not a dead set thing I have written in stone, but I'll do that for customers.
Okay. And those would be for more of the customers coming into the shop, probably, right?
And there's even a couple customers that are distant customers that would order online. I'll just send them an invoice where they can make payments to it. Then when it's paid off, then we'll ship it to them.
Okay.
So
Very cool.
we'll do that. We've had customers call, hey, can you set that up for me? We got time, yeah, we'll get that. Get it all put together. You buy a scope and stuff, we'll have it all mounted up. We'll get it zeroed in at 50 yards for you. Point of impact could change by the time you have it, depending on weather, everything else, but we'll do that for you.
And one of the things I want to hit on is you said you're going to zero it at 50 yards.
Yeah.
There are a lot of shops out there that will test an air gun maybe 10 yards, 15 yards, but you guys are actually testing these out to 50 yards, so you have a real good understanding of what you're going to get when you get it.
And it's real world conditions. It's outside. We're shooting from a shooting shed, building, whatever you want to refer to it, but it's all outside.
Yeah.
It's not down a tube. It's not in the back warehouse. So it's a little bit more real world. So all our guns are tested at $1,000 and above. We do all that already.
Okay.
Chronograph report, test target. We don't touch anything unless we feel
it needs it.
It needs it. If it's a standard deviation of 10 and it's a little wonky, we'll hit it real quick to tighten that up real quick. So you got a good starting point.
That's awesome, because the starting point is important. I've gotten air guns before, whether it was like at an air gun show or anything, you start it and it's like, oh my gosh, I have got a little bit of work ahead of me to try to get this to where I want it. Having that solid starting point is really important. And I love the fact that you guys are so customer based. All right, we're out here at the shooting shack with
Jeremy.
Jeremy is one of the employees here at High Pressure Pneumatics. And so it's not just a one guy shop, it's actually, how many people actually work here?
There's three of us. We have two others that come in and help throughout the week. We just got a new guy that started, and then we're going to have a new lady named Mary coming on to handle computer work and calls for us. That's
what I'm talking about. We got some growth out here in Michigan. The air gun scene's growing huge. Yeah. So what is your primary role, though? If they're going to order an air gun from High Pressure Pneumatics, how are you involved with that?
Yeah. All the new guns that come in, myself or Kevin, we come out, we do a 10-shot chronograph test. Give you a test card to show accuracy when the gun's going out the door. I work on repairs, so all the tech and service work. I handle sales, just kind of a little bit of everything.
Like the Swiss Army knife here at High Pressure Pneumatics. This guy's doing a lot. And in case you didn't hear that, they test their guns at how far?
50 yards.
50 yards. And this is real live situation. You can see the targets down there with the wind is still blowing. They got wind flags out there. So if they're shooting 50-yard groups and they send you one of those targets, the chances are it's going to be able to do that when they get to your house, just like they are here. Now there is some variances. Sometimes you have different temperatures will change things. You got different air pressure will change things. So keep that in mind. But overall, these guns should be shooting pretty well once they leave the store. So, hey, I'll let you get back to it. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
Let's go back to the shop.
Take care.
I know you've done a lot of different things. Like you're out at the Airgun shows, talking to customers. You're here. You open the doors up. I think how many days a week are you guys open here?
We're 5 days a week.
5 days a week. Okay.
Probably this summer we may increase our hours a little bit because we have 2 late nights. Everybody says my hours are kind of screwy because Mondays and Fridays we're open 2 to 8.
Okay.
Michigan is a travel state. Everybody goes up north.
Yep.
And for the working class guy, if he works 9 to 5, he can't make it to most stores.
Right.
So we got a couple of nights that we're open till 8 o'clock. Okay. Saturdays are 10 to 3. But we might, our late nights, we might expand that by a couple hours, so open a little earlier. We're still kicking that around a little bit. So.
And it's definitely worth it. I know there's a lot of people that will travel up to northern Michigan. Was it Traverse City's up there and some other
Traverse
places?
City's about an hour and 15 minutes north of us, northwest.
Okay.
So not too far away. Right where we're located, anywhere in the Mitten, the lower peninsula, we're within about 2, maybe 2.5 hours from.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can hit either side, come in from either side, and it's not too far. Matter of fact, I drove up from Kalamazoo today. My son's up there at National Hockey Tournament, so that was kind of exciting. I had a little bit of time between his game and the next game to come up here and check this out and see what's going on. But if there's one thing that you are noticing in the airgun market today, what's the biggest thing that's going right now?
I know we get a lot of, I want it tuned for this speed. Well, let us tune it for what the gun likes.
Exactly.
So let's find out what you're going to do. If you're a coyote hunter, whatever, we're going to set you up this way. If you're a bench rest shooter, we're probably going to set it up this way. We try to work hand in hand with the customer. We don't want to overpower them and, oh, it's our way or the no way.
Right.
Let's do the best we can to get you the best of all the worlds here.
Well, and that's important because, like, let's say you're hunting, there is a minimum that you have to hit. But if you, as far as speed and power goes, but if you're not able to hit your target precisely, I mean, that's what Airguns is all about, being able to hit that target in a very precise location. You're not going to enjoy that hunting experience, and it may not be an ethical hunting experience if you can't do that. So it's not always about power in Airguns. It's about that accuracy, that precision, the ability to hit exactly what you're aiming at.
Right, exactly.
So, hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed this experience. You had a chance to look around the shop here. If you're coming up to Michigan or if you're online, check it out, because oftentimes these mom and pop shops have the thing that you're looking for, because it just doesn't always get hit as hard. And if they don't have it, they're going to go out of their way to make sure they can order it for you and get it in your hands as fast as possible. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure that trigger pull stays smooth, those pellets fly straight. Go check out High Pressure Pneumatics up here in Michigan, and we'll talk to you next time right here on Airgun Advisor.